We'll just start the video by getting into this comment that kind of prompted it all. And I've talked about this concept in other videos, but given the comment that we got here, it just really reinforces the fact that this does exist and you need to be aware of it. And even if you don't like it, as you're about to see from this person, that doesn't change the fact of the matter that it is what it is. This is how you need to go about things. This is just the way the world of trading works. So here's the comment. First off, just take note to the far right. You'll see this video was about risk management. So you see trade risk there. So again, a video about trade risk management. And then we'll get over to the comment which says, it just depends. What a useless answer. I probably could have put this into the Clay Trader Mail section for just a poor learning attitude, but we won't go there. But when you're new and then you're telling people what is useless and what's not useless, that's probably not the best way to approach learning or life in general. But like I said, we'll move on from there. So what do they say? It depends. Well, that was the whole premise of the video. So let's start off from the top. And like I said, it was all about trade risk. So this is, kind of the overarching umbrella, if you will, that was being talked about. How to manage risk, risk. And I realize that's not always the most entertaining thing to possible. It's always great to talk about winning trades and all that, but risk management, risk analysis, risk control, all of that matters. And that's what the video was about. So the answer that I gave in the video was, well, it depends. And of course, it depends, referring to trade management and how to go about all that, is what that person deemed, we'll just kind of put an X there. You saw it, worthless. But it really does depend. Risk management matters because of this factor. And if you watch past videos, like I said, this is not new. Why does it depend? Because of this right here. So big feet, small feet, hair, a little hair, big hands. Point here being what? Everybody is different. Now, of course, all of these are physical attributes that I'm talking about. But within being different, what else is different about everybody? Well, this aspect right here, when it comes to the mind, our mental fortitude, our mental lack of fortitude, the way we view the world, the way we were brought up, the way we've experienced life, the way we just feel. It's just hardwired into us, our mind. We're all different in that regards. And in the world of trading, that would be known as risk tolerance. What is your risk tolerance? And I've done this before, but we're gonna go for it. So when I say it depends, let's just forget about the market right now and say that I'm selling a course or you buy a course from me about just how to have fun. So, and the course says fun equals skydiving. Now for me, because of my mind, skydiving, that does not sound fun at all. That would not be fun. That's not gonna ease the solution of I need to have fun. Now, you may be thinking, yeah, I really want to go skydiving someday. I think that would be fun. But does that make you wrong? Absolutely not. Does it make me wrong? No. What about the fun as in book? If you want to have fun, curl up next to a fire with a book. You may be yawning now. Who knows? Maybe you just hit your head because you fell asleep for a second, because that's the most boring thing ever as far as fun. But for somebody else, hey, that sounds beneficial. Gain some knowledge, just kind of escape. Maybe fun is, I don't know, watching a movie. Pointer being, we're all going to define fun differently. It depends because of this right here. Not only are we all different physically, we're all different upstairs in our mind. And I get it. It depends is a gray answer, which to the unknown may seem like a worthless answer, but it's really not. And you may be thinking, but Clay, this is all great. How do I know what my risk tolerance is? And we'll circle it back into trading. How does that fit into trading? Welcome to the wonderful, challenging world of trading, and why somebody that's out there trying to sell you a strategy, sell you a system, sell you this, that, or the other that implies, hey, buy this and everything else is taken care of. Doesn't work. They are scamming you. I'm not refuting the fact that maybe it works for them because, well, it's them. It's for their mind, but you're not them. And you know, unless you're a perfect match, some sort of cookie cutter out of the box strategy is just simply not going to work. Clay, but you sell stuff. I do sell stuff. I sell tools. I sell how to use tools, specifically the technical analysis and charts on how to build a strategy that's going to fit into your personal risk tolerance. But Clay, that sounds kind of like a lot of work. I have to build my own strategy after I learn how to use the tools. Yes, that is how trading works. That is how the market actually works. Sure, there are general concepts that apply to everything. Risk management. You got to know how to, trade with risk in mind. But within that, there are all little nooks and crannies that's going to be dependent on, well, you as a human being up here. So no, it is not worthless when somebody says it depends in regard to some aspect of trading, because it really does. How do you want to have fun? Well, I don't know. It depends. Are you adrenaline junkie? Do you like to just curl up by the fire? None of those is wrong. It just depends on your mental, makeup. And the same exact applies to marketing. So sorry, I can't even remember what the person's name was in the comment. I wish I could tell you that there was an exact specific answer, but yeah, it really does just depend. If you are out there trading alone currently and maybe are in the market looking for a community to join to assist you in your trading or to just help you, give you another set of eyeballs, then I do have a private trading community where you can trade alongside me and other experienced traders. So what you see popping up on the screen right now is both an information link. So if you click on the inner circle one, that is going to take you to the page where I explain all the details of what exactly come with the community, both the chat room and the newsletter. And then the other image that has popped up is a behind the scenes tour where you can see exactly what is going to be contained within the community. I take you through, like I said, a behind the scenes tour of everything, and that way you'll know precisely what you are getting when you join. So definitely check that stuff out if you are interested and thinking about wanting to join a community, and let me know if you have any questions.